So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
There wasn't really anything fancy about their performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the one interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, I thought he did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone. The 2 touchdown passes, those were great. But if he's going to continue to lead his team to more wins in the future, he has to do a better job identifying those mismatches, finding those opportunities, and when they present themselves, he's got to take it.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down. He has this one past the 35 to about the 37.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Prescott on first down. The open man is Tolbert. They'll come up now for second down and 4. On the give, it's Williams. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down. Now some movement up front, and we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. He'll go right and find his running back. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down? On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This will be from 56 yards away. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good positive result.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the...
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Mahomes out wide, setting up a screen for Rice. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. Kevontae Turpin to return for the Cowboys. That is fielded at the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. First and 10. The Cowboys offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And things are getting a little tight with 2 weeks left in the regular season. Already, We can look ahead in both conferences to some critical divisional matchups ahead in Week 18. Here's 2nd and 6. A tight end in motion now. Pistol now for Prescott. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed. So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Mahomes back. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line. And 4th down is coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he comes into these final couple of games as the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Play action here. Mahomes. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. On the play fake, Dak. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Catch is made. That is Schoonmaker. A gain there of 11. That's good for a Dallas 1st down. On the handoff, it is Williams running to the right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw is Prescott. In trouble, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Williams gets it on the draw. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Oh, what a throw, slinging it across his body and complete. Prescott to his main man, Lamb. CD gets the Cowboys a 1st down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down. Here's Prescott. To the outside, looked in by Lamb.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Again, Prescott to the air. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as the tackle's made at about the 5-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They'll throw again. Dak. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and None of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble, second react.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Chiefs offense and Rashee Rice set to take over once more. As we hit the home stretch here, you can see he leads all NFL wideouts in touchdown receptions for the year. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Mahomes. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That has to be a disappointing end to this drive. Just think, when they took the field on this possession, Mike, they're thinking they got a shot to go down there and take the lead, but they couldn't even get to midfield, let alone the end zone. If they end up getting another shot before halftime, they've got to find a way to have better execution than they did right here.
And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw is Prescott. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a 1st down to go with it.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They run over center with Williams. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It is 3rd and 10. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment, defense. Still 3rd down.
The penalty yardage certainly helps. Now it's 3rd down, and they need 5. And that is incomplete. Jonathan Mingo, the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This one from 54 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 3-point game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
They put Kelce in motion. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Mahomes fakes the give and keeps it himself. And he will take this down close to a first down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks. He'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They get 5 on 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Here comes a return from the 3. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Cowboys offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
On play action, here's Dak. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. And in motion is Brown. First down throw, Mahomes to the left side in the hands of Rice. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Mahomes now on 2nd down. It finds the hands of Marquise Brown. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Matt Araiza now, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. The Cowboys offense going to take over just before the half. They'll start out first down and 10. Now Prescott. This pass right side caught by Lamb. Here's a 2nd and 9. One final throw before the break. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. The Chiefs and their running back Isaiah Pacheco head out for their next drive. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when Aaron throws,
under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. On comes the Chiefs punter. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The home team's offense ready for their first possession of this second half. A low-scoring game, all tied, 3rd quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt a pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Chiefs offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now a deep ball looking for Brown.
So often we see when those balls get deflected up into the air, they usually turn into interceptions. I think the offense dodged a bullet here, and they're fortunate there was nobody in the area to come down with that pick.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Here's Mahomes. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, Their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
To return, it is Turpin. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now, Prescott. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Chiefs offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. A run. It's Pacheco. And he's going to get it. 1st down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, here's Pacheco. Second down and 8. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
And in motion is Brown. 3rd and short, here's Patrick. And that is incomplete. Deron Bland. Good coverage, and he gets his hands on that one.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
The home team's offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A give, and here comes Williams. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. On first down, right back to Williams. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. They put Pickens in motion. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play. The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This one from just under 50 yards. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will take a 6-3 lead.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
Brown now to return it. Oh, yeah. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Here's first and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
On the carry, it's Pacheco. And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. The All-Pro Micah Parsons there for the stop. A handoff to Pacheco. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. Now, Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And in motion is Brown. On second down, Mahomes. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Now, Mahomes. Short pass. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And this is taken in by the defense.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Drue Tranquill.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The Chiefs offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Working the right side. Taken in by Rice. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And now it's 4th down. Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to tie things up here in the 4th. This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Dak to throw. That's complete, left side to Pickens. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. On the give, it's Williams. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. Prescott. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop them. That will be no gain on the screen. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. Important punt here in this tie game late. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. We're all even. 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. And in motion is Brown. Quick throw, taken in. Here's 2nd and 6. They go play action with Mahomes. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
That's complete. Who else? It's Kelce. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback, and he continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes. They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. 4th quarter, that's a huge 1st down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he's going to bring this one close to a 1st down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. Crowd noise rises. Big play here. 3rd and 1. One of the tight ends in motion right. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. And the crowd a major factor now as we get to 3rd down. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. And he has missed this one. No good. And this one is going to remain a tie game.
And you just have to wonder what that'll do to the energy levels on both sidelines. I mean, you got a chance to break the tie here late, but he just can't connect.
The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He gets it to Jonathan Mingo. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Here's Williams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. On the ground, Williams. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Williams. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll stick to the ground. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense and their running back Isaiah Pacheco head out for the next drive. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. This caught right side by Worthy. Here comes second down. Here's Mahomes. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. This crowd trying to be a factor, getting very loud now. It's 3rd and 5. One last shot now for Mahomes. Now a deep ball looking for Brown.
Pass interference. Defense.
The crowd does not agree with that call. Boos ring out. Doesn't matter. Not going to change it. It's a first down. This one is good. And the Chiefs will tie up the game. The Cowboys offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. Now a first throw here in overtime. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion. The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to run it. Dak wisely hits the deck at the end, but he slides after picking up the first down.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And he proves tough to bring down. good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time. Play action now. Prescott. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Watch the pursuit by this defensive end. The quarterback tries to escape the pocket, but he just keeps on chasing him, and he closes that ground in a hurry and brings him down for a big sack.
On third down, Prescott. That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. Greg and I back to search for a winner after this. A run up the middle with Pacheco. Trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
First down throw, Mahomes. Caught by the tight end, Wiley. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Mahomes back to the left side in the hands of Rice. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. 3rd and a yard. Mahomes fakes the give and keeps it himself. And he'll convert, picking up the first down at the 46-yard line. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
A first down throw for Mahomes. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks, and at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
He's got his tight end. It's Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down, and that's going to do it. No time left, This game is going to end in a tie. So, that's going to be it. It was a game that did not lack for highlights, but in the end, 4 quarters and an overtime session couldn't break the deadlock. This game ends in a tie.